All right, what's going on, guys? Tonight we are continuing our little descent into Pioneer. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there. Tonight we're playing something that's a little off my radar, something decks I don't really venture into very often. This is Jeskai Ensoul Artifact. I don't know if it's really Jeskai. It feels more like an Azorius list, but we're playing Wear Tear, so we're going to call it Jeskai. Um, This feels very similar to the Ensoul Artifact deck that was in Standard, except instead of playing red, we're playing white because you get Portable Hole, Ingenious Smith, and all that glitters, which is pretty sweet. And then you get a lot of really cool sideboard cards. So, I mean, this is the most recent 5-0 list that I saw. We're just gonna, I don't know, we're gonna run this and see what happens. I like this Miser's one of Stubborn Denial in the main. It's pretty sweet. And also the one of Shadow Spear, I could see those being pretty sweet. So we're gonna jump in here and see what happens. Hopefully the games go somewhat well tonight. Never really played a deck like this, not since it was in Standard anyway, like 2015. Let's go ass whooping time, dude. Let's hope so. I hope it starts out that way, but oh no, I lost my chapstick. I'll be right back. All right. He did not find a match while I was gone. All right. Was in my work pants pocket, but that's okay. Oh, get back up there. All right. I think that Ingenious Smith is like a really good card in this deck. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize this card was from Standard. I thought this card was from Modern Horizons 2. I didn't even realize this card was like in a Standard set, so that's pretty interesting. I could be wrong, but this one of Mana Confluence honestly feels like it should just be like another Mutavault or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe that's just my like lack of knowledge about the deck, but it's what it feels like it should be. Yep, we'll be on the play. And good luck. It's a lot of removal. I think we're gonna have to mulligan that hand. It didn't feel like good. I think we're definitely keeping this hand. I think that's the route we're going. Maybe I should have played the Spire there instead of Shocking. I don't know. Stompy? Okay. See, this is sweet because Portable Hole gets their creature and we get a counter on that. That's a pretty sweet little turn. Okay. We had a land here. I'm not sure what we're looking for here. I think I'd rather have a 2/2 Stone Coil. And then next turn, we can play the All That Glitters on the Stone Coil Serpent, which will create a pretty good clock. Hey, Frankie, what's going on, man? Okay. Let's get busy. No, I think we'd rather kill the pack leader, honestly. Like, I know that gets bigger, but our opponent's at 6, and we could have a pretty aggressive turn next turn. Blown away to see something other than red on your board. I mean, honestly, I play a lot of red. You missed it last night. I played a green white deck last night. There's at least red in the sideboard of this deck. All right, playing against Stompy. We want Glass Casket, Portable Hole. I don't feel like that's relevant. Disdainful Stroke, I doubt it. Like, maybe. Stubborn Denial does not seem great here. Cut a Drum, maybe. Bring in the 2 removal spells. Like, maybe we want to bring in a Shadow Spear. Is there something that Shadow Spear is better than? I don't think so. I think we'll just try it like this and see what happens. Alright, hey. Well, I need a way to produce blue, but this hand's really good. Oh, if I could type, maybe. Alright. Darksteel Citadel and Ensoul Artifacts, where you want to be at. Hitting a Springleaf Drum would be pretty cool. If he's willing to make this trade, so am I. Voltaic Brawler? Bro. That's something else. I'm not going to block. I'd rather take 2. Am I busy Friday night? I'm going to be playing Standard Friday night. Huh. I'm interested to see if he wants to take that trade. Like, hitting a blue land next turn would be sweet because it would turn on our Ensoul Artifact here. I don't know if I could have a full standard deck by then, but I would be down. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, if you get, I don't really think I have a second deck or anything, but if you have something together and you want to play, man, that'd be awesome. Blue land. Ugh. I really want to go see The Last Duel. I was going to see if you wanted to go. I don't even know what The Last Duel is. Is that something I've seen a trailer for or something? Oh. I'm actually not going to attack here. I think Gingerbrute can block pretty well here, and plus our 2/2 Stonecoil Serpent will do some damage here. I'd really like to save Stonecoil to make it a 3/3, but yeah, that's what I was afraid of, that Magma Spray. Oof, and they hit a land. If he attacks with everything, he has Embercleave here, so... Well, it's definitely Embercleave. Well, we're going to buy it. We're going to jump in front and see what you do here. Yep, I knew it. Alright, Wrath of God. Alright, well. Maybe it's the new Matt Damon and Adam Driver movie set in like the medieval times. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen the trailer for that. I do like Matt Damon and Adam Driver though. Wait a second. I don't understand what's happening. I shouldn't have... Did I not take these cards out? Oh, I took my sideboarded cards out, so I was just playing the same game one deck I just had. I mean, like, not like it's a super big deal or anything, but... I think this hand's worth keeping on the off chance that we hit a land. I mean... Yeah, I think we'll try this. If we hit a land, we're in pretty good shape here. I like movies with my homies, so either way. Or Dune comes out this weekend too, I believe. That Dune movie does look pretty good. I did think that looked pretty cool. Alright, Sego. No Magma Spray. Let's hit a land. Oh. Oh, we're doing it. What are we doing is the question. I don't know. A 5/5 flyer would just be tough to beat. We might be able to just end the game this way, honestly. I'd rather see Dune, to be honest. I mean, it does look pretty cool. Like, I don't blame you for that. Alright, get in there for 7. Alright, untapped land. I suppose that also does it. Alright. Well, didn't feel like there was there was much thinking to do that match, but that was pretty good. Like pretty explosive start. Our opponent not having the magma spray just kind of allowed us to run them over there. That was pretty sweet. Maybe they had magma spray and they just chose not to play it because they wanted to put pressure on the board. This guy is just guaranteed turn one pelt collector. Apparently, I mean he did play turn one pelt collector like every game, like all three of our games. So who knows, man. All right, well we're 1-0, 1-0. I can't talk apparently. 1-0 with the old Ensoul deck. Felt pretty good. Like the first game felt pretty solid. Oh man, that's good timing. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. We're gonna snap this one off here. Portable hole. Starboard Nile is probably not as good. I'm actually gonna leave up the blue here in case we get to Stubborn the Nile something. I don't think we do on turn 3. Like I'm pretty sure they don't actually like play things like that on turn 3, but man, it would be cool if we did. We still get to hold up Stubborn the Nile here in case they like try to collective company or something. I doubt we will. Oh my god, we are. I didn't think that was going to work out. He just wasted an entire turn. That's awesome. You love to see it. You love to see it. We go to 16. Make a 4/4. Put our opponent to 10. We just have to get through 2 more turns. This turn and 1 more turn. Turn 3 Ronus is tough. Yeah, Ronus is a good Magic card, man. Like it was really good in Standard, and it's really good now. Oh, the old concession. You love to see it. You love to see it. Again, glass casket, portable hole. Everything else kind of feels silly. That's red or black. Stubborn the Nile will not be good, more than likely. Like there's a high chance it won't be that good. And we can cut Stubborn the Springleaf Drum. So I don't know. Felt like a pretty good start. I cannot type tonight. I just don't think I can keep this. There's no creature, there's no threat. Like, this hand's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's good enough to keep at least. Definitely gonna attack here. If he's willing to make that trade, I'm willing to take that every time. Well, this is the start that's tough, especially if he has something to follow this up with. I mean, I think we're gonna say go here. Like Ornithopter at least blocks the Burning Tree emissaries here. What? 3, 5, 7, 9. 3. Oh, 3, 5, 7, 8. The fact that Yorvo repetitively just gets counters. Is not good. Oh, God. 5, 9, 11, 13. Alright, we're going to go to 7 and see what happens here. Maybe we, like, pill Damnation or something. Alright. Well, I mean, having colored mana would help. Like, we do need colored mana to, like, help us get through this stuff here. Yeah, I think we'll just run it back. Try to do it like that. Man, we can turn our glass casket into a 5/5? Not gonna lie. Kinda get down with that. That's pretty cool. We can also just turn our Gingerbread into a 5/5 that can never be blocked, because I don't think anything in the mono green deck has haste. Like, our opponent could have an answer here, but we have the Black Staff of Waterdeep here to, like, help us as backup if we need it. Add this to the board. Attack for 5 more. Because we can make Stonecoil Serpent a 4/4 here next turn if we need to, and then making it a 4/4 with 4 counters makes it an 8/8. So feels like it'll be pretty tough to come back from that one. I won't lie. Okay. Feels like it's about got to be a Rex Sage. That is super interesting. I'm not going to lie. I think our opponent really just made a big mistake there. Play a 3/3 here and say go. I don't think our opponent, either has a backup Reclamation Sage, which is very possible, or they have no idea what they're doing. Like, maybe they have Collected Company, like, maybe they find their way out of this with Oath of Nissa. They probably play, like, 2 to 3 Reclamation Sages, if I had to guess. He's definitely looking for one. Okay. I forgot that card existed. It's pretty good in this spot. Oh, okay. Well, not gonna lie, that's actually just kind of ridiculous. This is Pioneer. Okay, so we... So we can block and animate the Mutavault. God almighty, a 16/16 layer of the Hydra. Or a 15/15, I guess. Yep. I retract my easy dubs. Lol. What exactly is Pioneer again? Pioneer is apparently where I just get wrecked, dude. Activate only as a sorcery. No. Alright, we're going to concede here. I don't think we were going to win that game anyway, but the fact that that's only a sorcery and I didn't see that really gets us. So, yeah, that was pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. I, completely forgot that card existed, and I just, I thought we had that game locked up. Like, I won't even lie. I was just playing blindly and arrogantly at that point. Find us a game. Kind of like the list, though. I think the list is pretty cool for what it's worth. But wait, can you actually explain Pioneer? All right, so I don't know. I can't remember exactly where Pioneer starts. I think it's the set right after Return to Ravnica. I can't remember like what it's called. I can't remember what set it is. Somebody in the chat knows what it is. Please throw it out there. Um, and it's everything like through present time, except there's like a few band cards. Um, Sahili Cat is Sahili Cat's banned. I can't remember if it's the cat. I think it's the cat, not Sahili, that's banned. All the fetch lands from Khans of Tarkir are banned. Um, Something else is banned. I don't know. Like there's a inverters banned. They banned inverter. Like there's a few cards like that are banned, but like it's just whatever that set after Return to Ravnica is and forward. So it's basically like everything from like 2014 and forward, which is pretty cool. Like it gives you like a really good like power level, but not like so many cards that like you're just stuck playing like the same few cards all the time, I feel like. Like I feel like Pioneer is one of those formats that would be like really cool if like the like top tier like pro players and like these like really good players would take the time to explore the format and find out what it could be like. Fetches are banned too. I thought I mentioned fetches, but I might not have. So yeah, see there you go. Like yeah, I actually like sometimes I really hate the mana bases in Pioneer because the fetches are banned, but I really enjoy that the fetches are banned. Like if Pioneer ever becomes like a pushed paper format, fetches being banned will be awesome because fetching takes so long. Like in 2015 when fetches were in standard, I played a Tarka Red and I played 8 fetches. I played 4 Bloodstained Mires and 4 Wooded Foothills in my deck, and you had to play them so you could get the Cinderglade in the basic forest. But oh, excuse me. But like it was this like necessary evil, but it made games take so long, and it made these 4 color decks like so accessible. At least now they're forced to use triomes. So yeah, I appreciate the explanation. Yeah, you bet, man. I about went off on like a deep tangent there, talking about fetches and how long it takes gameplay. And I think that's more of a personal thing. I think some people really like the longer like grindier games and open matches and things like that, but like I just like man, like as a red player, I can't stand when matches take forever. Put me in a game. I want to play Magic. If you got some time to see a movie anytime, let me know. Yeah, I'll yell at you, man. We might get together and like go see a movie or something one night. I've been waiting in the queue for a minute. It feels like the same person is the person I was just like just queued with. Have a good rest of your stream. Thanks, boss. I appreciate you stopping by, man. No. It's like a sick, cruel joke. I keep getting paired against these people who aren't joining the queue. Come on, bruh. I need people to play against. I have to say that was one thing that was like pretty sweet is that like the Pioneer games came pretty fast last night. I was pretty surprised. Now the Green White Company deck took a minute to play and took a minute to get through all of the matches, but like I feel like the searching, like the long part, like normally what is the long part of trying to play Pioneer was pretty quick last night. I always see these people that have like 15, 20, 30 trophies like when a season's over with, and I'm just like, how much Magic do you play? I mean, honestly, they probably play like probably about the same amount of Magic I do. They're probably just infinitely better than I am. Truth be told. Oh, I clicked out of it, of course, as soon as it found me one. Drum, Ornithopter, Drum, Smith. We'll try this. We'll see what happens. Artifact. So it's strictly artifacts. We have all the colors we want here. And I think Smith might help us find something we're looking for. It's like as long as we don't get Thoughtseize, but that's an Out of the Ebon Legion. I have swamps. Ha 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 ha. Double Springleaf Drum isn't very threatening, but I wonder if this is mono black aggro or vampires. To this point, it could be either one. All right. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Thought sees us. Fatal Push our only threat. We have 2 Springleaf Drums and 3 lands in our hand. Oh, this might be a tough one. Does feel like Thoughtseize can pick this deck apart pretty easily. Another Springleaf Drum, what I've always wanted. It might not even be worth running out the other Springleaf Drum here, but I'm going to. Need like a Thoughtcast or a Thought Monitor for this deck. Would make this deck awesome. Just gonna pump up with Knight, okay. Okay. See you, opponent. Okay. Hopefully they don't have another Thoughtseize. And if they do, there's not much we can do about it, but hopefully they don't. Because we can play Lyris, play land, play Smith, and then actually get something like have a little bit of a board state here. So okay, so you're just getting super aggressive here. Not gonna lie, the fact that they're not adding other things to the board, like, it actually makes me feel okay. Guess I should have left the Spire of Industry up. Drum, Hope, Gingerbrute. I guess Gingerbrute. The cool part is I can block here. Like, if he doesn't kill my Lurrus in some way, I can just block here. I was going to say, and have the Ingenious Smith to just play over and over again. Just kind of like put cards in my hand. We're going to take 3 here and go to 7. He doesn't get a counter off of this, so... Play the Smith. Now this feels pretty good. All right. Let's attack for 3 and say go. And we are going to pass and hold the Black Staff of Waterdeep in our hand, because holding this in our hand actually allows us to get triggers off of the Ingenious Smith next turn to make them bigger. This could just be Rankle here. Champion of Dusk. Okay, so it is vampires. That's actually good to know. Gingerbrute can only be blocked by things with haste. All right, our opponent goes to 7. We are at 6, so we're at a little bit of a risky life total here, but I think we're actually in, like, depending on what's in their hand, like maybe they just... That is one thing I was worried about. Kalidas is a house. Not going to attack. Okay. So we're going to attack for 6, but I don't think it's correct to attack with the Ingenious Smiths. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I should. I don't know. If somebody in chat has a different idea, I'd love to hear it. Is this Infernal Grasp? What? Which means the removal spell kills me if I tap out. If I tap to do that. So I'm just going to say go. Try to be a little patient. Now the good news is that they can't get too aggressive with their attacks, because if they do, like if they ever get super aggressive with their attacks, like we just have lethal in the crackback. Because we, like right now, we're looking at cracking back for like what, 12, 14 with the Fireblade? I guess 16 if you count the Mutavault. They're going to pass here again. Get to turn this into a 4/4. Equip to make this a 6/6. And we're going to say go here. Go down to 3. I'm not going to lie. I respect it. Like, I mean, if they have nothing to do, then I think it's correct, but it is aggressive. The only way we can attack from here is to ensure that it's lethal. Okay? Man, drawing a land sucks. We didn't want to see a land right there. It's a lot of lands to draw, too, because there's not that many in the deck. So if we attack out, we're just dead. I think removal spell here ends the game. Yep. Yeah, like Ginger Brute. I think Ginger. Well, he had Murderous Rider, so I guess it doesn't. But still would have been good. All right, Portable Hole, Glass Casket, Devout Decree, Apostle. Stroke feels very one-sided, like very like underwhelming. Like sure, like hitting Kalitas is great, but Kalitas is the ceiling. Don't think we want Wear Tear. He's playing vampires, not mono black aggro, so we don't want Graveyard Hate. And Shadow Spear seems fine. Stubborn Denial. Cut a drum. Stone Coil Serpent does not seem great here, but I don't want to cut that many creatures. Cut an Ornithopter. Well, Ornithopter flying, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Maybe we want to cut Hope here. Let's try it like that and see what happens. That was a close game. We were 1 or 2 draw steps instead of like lands there, like good draw steps away from winning that game. I think we'll keep this hand. We're going to lead on Fireblade. I know that they can Thought Seize us here, but I would rather have like a 3/3 Stone Coil that we can put a bunch of stuff on. Ginger Brute seems really good. Start cracking in. I mean, this is what this does, so. Okay. Alright, and then next turn we can play the Shadow Spear and equip it. Which we probably should have done this turn. Probably should have played the Shadow Spear, equipped the Shadow Spear, and then next turn had Ensoul Artifact and the Ghost Fireblade. Yeah, that was definitely correct. That was kind of dumb. I guess I couldn't have done all of that, could I? I couldn't have played the Springleaf Drum. I guess I probably just shouldn't have played the Springleaf Drum. Should have just been Shadow Spear. Well, no, I couldn't have done that either. I would have had to have used my land. So, actually, this might have been the better play. Because I'm going to be making this a 12-12. Alright, we get to make this a 3-3. Not that it matters, it's not really blocking or anything, but... And they conceded to the Shadow Spear. Okay, I mean, I guess that's fair. Do we want 2 Shadow Spears, maybe? Like, do we want a second Shadow Spear? I mean, let's try it. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's really like a big downfall or anything like to having a second one. I like this hand. I think we can keep this. Our opponent mulligans? Yeah, we're definitely going to keep if our opponent mulligans. Like, we have multiple threats here. And that's the important part here. Like, with a deck like this, especially against something that's playing hand disruption and removal, I think it's important to keep multiple threats. Of course, our opponent might have taken their Thought Seizes out. You never know. All right, obviously, I was immediately wrong. I mean, I don't feel like it's crazy to take out Thought Seize in this spot. Yeah, I don't think it's crazy to take Thought Seize at all in that spot, or to. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of a deck that, like, in the first 2 or 3 hands, like, you know, like, puts all of my cards on the table. So I'm gonna put the Mutavault on the right because it's what I drew. We'll know everything. All that glitters and over is what they know about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, when I play black decks, I try to take out Thought Seize against like extreme aggro decks and like decks where it's gonna go like 20 miles, like when it's just gonna be a very long game. Man, let's get aggressive here. I imagine he has like an Infernal Grasp here or something. Because he's just leaving the option open to animate Mutavault and kill my Stone Coil Serpent if I attack with it, and I don't really want to walk face first into that, so. Somebody in the chat last night had sent me a red-white mid-range list that they were thinking about putting together, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. I really like Boros is like my favorite color scheme, but let's see, a Spring Leaf Drum is all we hit. I mean, okay, like start adding counters to our Ingenious Smith. Plus, it makes our Ornithopter bigger here for us to attack in. Feels like a removal spell is on the way. You gonna Fatal Push it finally? Okay. Seems fine. And the list looked pretty cool, and honestly, I'd kind of like to play it. Gonna cheat something into play here. God, Champion of Dusk is so good. But I was thinking about putting Elite Spellbinders in that list and trying it. Yeah, we're just gonna put Luris into our hand here. Like, hopefully they don't like peel a Thoughtseize off the top or something. The fact that our removal is also everything 3 or less is kind of tough here. Sorin and Champion of Dusk might just be enough for him to win this game, honestly. Alright, drawing another portable hole is not good. I think I'm just going to play the Smith here and try to find something. Alright, we do not need another portable hole. My god. Alright, we're going to say go. Wonder if he has a removal spell for my Lyris. 2 cards in hand, he's not playing anything. It makes me think he has something. But if he doesn't, we are able to just kind of like put the Ingenious Smith in front of Champion of Dusk over and over again. So, he's going to Lightning Helix my Lyris. Okay. I mean, that's pretty smart. Ugh. God, that's a blowout. That's probably game. Like, we've drawn so many removal spells. Like, we have 2 portable holes in a glass casket, and the only creature he's put into play the entire game has been a Champion of Dusk, so. Hey, what's up, Kyle? What's going on, man? Alright, hopefully his last card is not a removal spell here. Is it really Fatal Push? Oh, sad days are sad. Well, this is tough. The worst part is that we have to block here because we can't take a hit from the Sorin, because it just means that if we do, then we can't take a hit from the Champion of Dust, because if we do, then the only thing that happens is that we are able to be Lightning Helix by the Sorin next turn, so... I want to keep the Ornithopter on the field, so we're going to have to animate the Mutavault and try to block with it. If he pilled another removal spell, there's not much we can do about it. Yep. Yeah, I don't... yeah, there's nothing we can do here. It's pretty unfortunate that, like, I don't know, like he had removal into Sorin, into Champion of Dusk, and, like, we just, like, there's literally not an answer in the deck to Champion of Dusk. Like, not a single one. So, I mean, we had nothing to do. So, it's a little unfortunate, but, I mean, was well played by our opponent. Especially on a mulligan to 5. This hand's good. Removal, 4/4 potential creature. Has all the makings of a good hand. Oh, I did update the thing. Okay. Alright, we're 1 and 2. Godless Shrine? Twitch TTV/YT The Woodshed is now playing Dead by Daylight. Alright, get in for 1. I'm really trying to figure out what Godless Shrine could mean. Oh, it's Orzhov Zombies. Okay. Portable Hole. Attack for 5. Put you to 13. Say go. Black Staff of Waterdeep is a legendary artifact. I did not know that. Corpse Knight. Followed by Stitcher Supplier. Whoa. Alright, we get to put our opponent to 9 here. I don't think they have anything that has haste. Just going to say go here. They're getting to the point to where they can rally the ancestors if they need to, or they can use, I can't remember what the other one's called. Number of zombies you control. Okay. Mill 3 cards. If at least one zombie card is milled this way, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You may cast zombie spells from your graveyard this turn, and it starts at 4. That's not bad. I know it's a promo, but does anybody in chat know what set that card is from? All right. Yep, I don't. Nothing else we're doing here. We can have Mutavault to block if we need it. I guess I was gonna say I don't understand why our opponent didn't attack for 3, but considering the fact that we could have saved the mana and just put Lurrus into our hand if they had attacked, it actually makes sense. So there's that. This really feels like a deck that would like Shrapnel Blast. Like, even if it was just a 2 or a 3 of, so that we could try to, I don't know, like, cheese some people out there. Like, there'd have been a couple of times, like, against the Mono Black deck last game, like, if we'd had a Shrapnel Blast, we could have won one of those games. And we played 3 games, so it would have been good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is something we can try to fit, like, a 1 or 2 of into. Would anybody in the chat actually like to see this deck if it had, like, this deck have Shrapnel Blast in it and be tested again? Because if you guys would, then I might, like, try it again next week or something. I'm just going to take 3 here. I don't have any interest in doing whatever our opponent's up to. Dark Salvation. That's a pretty good card. I'm just going to say go. Do they have a removal spell? I don't really understand. They must have a removal spell or something here. That, or maybe they're going to try and rally the ancestors and get me or something. Okay, so there was a plan. Alright, I can live with that. So we take 6, go to 8, they gain 3, go to 8. Or I'm sorry, we take 9, go to 5. Alright, we're just going to say go here because all these cards get exiled. We're at 7 with a Mutavault for a blocker. And they're at 2, so like unless they have like some really cool shenanigans here, like return to the ranks. Thank you. That's the other card I was thinking of a minute ago. Thank you, Caleb. It's a lot of lands for our opponent. I mean, I think they play like 22 or 23 in the Zombies deck because I think they want to hit their land drops consistently, but oh dear God. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That was a good removal spell by our opponent here, so we're kind of in a tough spot. This feels like a little bit of a trap, but we're gonna walk into it here if they have a fatal push or something. We go to 6. No! No! Dang. Better late than never, I guess. Thanks, opponent. They're forced to block with both things this way, which leaves them with just a Stitcher Supplier, and it leaves us with a 4/4 Springleaf Drum. So, yep. The last card is return to the ranks or rally the ancestors. We're dead here. No, I mean there's nothing to block there. So attack or not, it doesn't matter. I can't beat the Liliana plus and actually hit a creature or so if he hits a creature off the plus here, I can't stop either one. I'm just gonna put Lyris into my hand and say go here. Well, the game's been worked into a spot where, yep, we needed him not to hit that. That's unfortunate. We played a close one, and Ensoul Artifact would have been sweet because they'd have been forced to block with everything there. Alright, so Portable Hole, Devout Decree, Glass Casket, Apostle, all really good cards. They play multiple multicolor spells. Definitely cut a drum. Cut stub. Cut hope. Shadow Spear seems great. I think we definitely just want both the Shadow Spears here. Maybe we get away with cutting one of these. They don't have anything that flies, so we definitely want all of our Ornithopters. Maybe we get away with cutting a second Springleaf Drum. Springleaf Drum is like really good in like those decks that are like super aggressive. Like, and don't get me wrong, this deck is like very hyper aggressive, but yep, we'll be on the play. This hand seems very underwhelming. Keep this, put a Darksteel Citadel back. Like, again, this hand doesn't seem great or anything, but this hand doesn't feel like awesome, but it seems okay. Diregraph Colossus is an awesome card. I really like that card. Come on, opponent. It's my turn, buddy. Definitely take a Portable Hole here. That means next turn we'll be able to Portable Hole, equip Fireblade, and play Gingerbread if needed. Or we could play the Smith. That's really good. Definitely just take that. Take Stone Coil Serpent. Pump up the Ingenious Smiths, man. Like, there's not a ton of removal in this matchup, so like Dark Salvation, like, don't get me wrong, is very good and can pick off like basically everything we play here. but at the same time, like, our opponent also has to draw it. Oh. Us popping up Ingenious Smith is going to be, I think, will be a pretty decent avenue to winning the game here. I should try this Orzhov Zombies deck. It looks pretty cool, and I like Rally the Ancestors deck that aren't like Catacomb Sifter and trash like that. So I go to 15. You mill over some really good cards. They are playing Fatal Push, which is good to note. Play a 3/3 Stone Coil here. We'll attack for 2 more in the air. Actually, we're just going to shove in with everything because I'm okay with trading here. If he wants to jam a Corpse Knight and a Stitcher Supplier in front of a Smith, I'm okay with that. Okay, I guess he's okay with that trade too. I mean, it means he has a Rally the Ancestors. What if he's sandbagging a White Source? Was sandbagging a White Source. I'm probably just dead here if he has it. Yep. I guess I probably should have put that on the Ornithopter, but it seems better to put it here because they can't really interact with it. What are you fatal pushing is the question here. Alright, so you've got a fatal push. I'm going to leave the Stone Coil Serpent back in case we need to block. Those 4 points of them attacking through might actually be relevant. Double Fatal Push was your last 2 cards. I'm going to be honest, that scares me less than anything. It really does. Because them having Rally the Ancestors probably meant the game was over, so them having double Fatal Push, while it sucks and really diminishes from my board, I'm really okay with. I definitely think I got tunnel vision and played the Ensoul artifact on the Dark Seal Citadel. I think that was just wrong. Play another 3/3 and say go. Should just be lethal. Unless they peel, like, he has to peel something crazy here. Hey, baby. All that glitters is insane. What? They're right here. We're gonna put this on Stone Coil Serpent. If they're not dead here, this has to be Rally the Ancestors. Not gonna lie, I'd cry a little bit inside if it was. I guess it could be Settle the Wreckage. That would also be really sad. I don't know if they play Settle the Wreckage, but that's probably something I should play around. Brought in a bunch of removal. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run it back the way it is. I don't see a reason to change anything. Like, maybe 1 or 2 stubs, like to try and beat up on Rally or something, but we haven't seen Return to the Ranks. The only thing we've actually seen is Rally, and I don't know if it's worth it. I think I'd rather just try and have an aggressive game plan and keep their stuff off the board. If we start bringing in too many things, we just dilute our own game plan. I think we got a mulligan this. We don't have any colored lands, so we don't have blue or white here. Keep that, put Mana Confluence back. If they thought Siege is here, be bad. I mean, Duress isn't great, but at least they can't take our threat. Alright, we're just going to play this tapped. The fact that they took the Glass Casket makes me feel like they have a removal spell for our Ornithopter. Which, I mean, is fine. Come on. Attack for 3. Maybe they don't have a removal spell, and maybe they just have, like, I don't know, a lot of, like, maybe they just have, like, a very aggressive hand. Okay. The Black Staff of Waterdeep. Kind of like this card. We can just have a 4/4 indestructible artifact land like the rest of the game here. Attack me to 13 here. Alright, deck, you gotta give us something to do here, buddy. Man, I guess I need to try and get aggressive here, but he's just going to block with his Stitcher Supplier. Feel his Rally the Ancestors. I mean, maybe he doesn't even have one in his hand. I don't know, but... If he has one here, we're just dead. And we're probably just dead anyway. Like, if we don't draw something to do here pretty quick, this game's going to be over. We go to 7. Okay. Bro. Kind of getting out of hand here. It's a lot of Dark Steel Citadels. I have to look and see how many lands I'm playing after this. If he has another creature here, I'm literally just dead. Like, anything will kill me. Wow. Alright. Yep. That was, I think Lyris was going to be our way out of this game because we were going to have to put all that glitters on Lyris and just kind of hope it worked out. That was all we had, really. Any creature here puts us to 3, and then he attacks for 4. Attacks for 4 that we can't block, so... Jesus. That was your last card? Alright, well, that was tough. I'm not going to lie. I feel like if we don't draw 6 lands in, like, 15 cards or 14 cards, like, that's actually, like, a pretty winnable game. Feels like a pretty winnable match there. Feels like we caught the bad end of some draws there. Like, we're playing 21 lands. We saw 6 lands, 6 or 7 lands, and, like, 14 cards. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of tough. It's not been a great league for us tonight, but deck is a lot of fun, though. I do like it. You could definitely talk me into cutting the Stubborn Denial and the 2 All That Glitters for 3 Shrapnel Blasts. And just trying it that way. Shrapnel Blast just gives you that reach, like just put you up over the top there. You could definitely talk me into doing something like that. Hopefully we can get our last match here and finish with a 2-3. Alright, here we go. It's for all the marbles. For what it's worth, every single game we've played tonight, every match we've had has went to 3 games, so I think that says a lot about the deck. Probably, deck's probably a lot better in the hands of a better pilot, honestly. Oh, it's the same thing we just played against. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll lead on the Ginger Brute here. Try to get a point in while we can. Ooh. I'm pretty sure this is what we just played against. Yep. Okay. Okay. Black Staff of Waterdeep. Having 2 of those in our hand is not great, but that's pretty good. That'll put us to 16 here. Alright, Ginger Brute. Oh, hello again. Yep. You have something to play for a single white? I think my opponent thought they had a swamp there and mistapped their mana. So one problem with those new lands is that all of them look like swamps. Cool design, I like the way they look. They just all look like swamps. Alright, make this a 4-4. Next turn we can make it an 8-8. We're amassing a little bit of a board here. Oh. We go to 14, that becomes a 5-5. He mills 3 cards. And much confused on why I didn't play that first. Yep, we're gonna get busy here. We gotta win the game at some point. That's fine. We'll just trample over for 6. I mean, like, unfortunately in this spot, there's not a whole lot we can do. Like, our opponent's playing an aggro deck that amasses a ton of creatures, and we're playing a deck that isn't drawing very well. Like, we would love to see Ornithopter Ensoul Artifact in this matchup. Might be worth it just to attack with everybody here. I would. I think you're being way too passive here, buddy. Maybe it's just me, though. Not gonna untap it. I want to keep my 8/8. I don't know if this is enough to get through this turn or not, but we're gonna try. He has to have Rally the Ancestors here. Because if not, I do not understand his logic if he doesn't. Like last turn, he should have attacked all out. And right there, he should have just taken 8 and went to 6. I don't know. Okay, I go to 6. Take 5, go to 1. Well, that's a little late to the party. I mean, maybe we get lucky here and he just misclicks or something. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's our only out. All right, well, we're going to bring in the same 4 cards we did last time. We're going to cut... Actually, we're going to bring in the same 5 cards we did last time. Cut Stub. Cut Hope. I mean, I don't know a ton about what we're cutting here, but maybe there's something I'm just doing wrong. I could be doing differently. I don't know. Peeling a land would be very good here because we could just, like, Ensoul Artifact would just, like, with Stonecoil Serpent, we'll just run over our opponent here. I mean, I guess I understand why they bring Duress in here. I would probably leave Thought. I think I would leave Thoughtseize in against this deck. I guess like playing Thoughtseize Duress effects in the sideboard against like this kind of deck. Like they man, I don't know, but you also just want removal, but you need it for their Ensoul. I don't know. This is one of those tough matchups. Kind of feels like when you're playing against Spirits. Ingenious Smith is a really good draw. We just have to be able to get to our next turn without our Stonecoil Serpent dying. Or draw a land to be able to cast it. I mean, either way. Always yield to this. Attack for 1. The only problem we have is that we have left ourselves wide open to a Dark Salvation here. Alright, no Dark Salvation. I feel like our opponent just taps their lands very inefficiently. I think that's one of those small things that doesn't come up that often that I really focus on, is how efficient I can tap my lands. Alright, we get to attack for 8. Like, when we have a super aggressive clock like this, it's never a problem. Like, playing against basically anything, honestly. And then next turn, we can put Ensoul Artifact number 2 on Ornithopter and, like, strap up the boots and go to work. I was like, what are you doing with your trigger on the stack? Hopefully it's no fatal push here. Fatal push would be bad for us. Alright, it doesn't feel like a fatal push. Feels like our opponent would have cast that there. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, Dark Salvation for 5. So I mean, that was just sloppy play. Like we could have saved the Ornithopter if I hadn't sixed, and I would have just put Fireblade on it after combat. So that is just straight up me being sloppy. Pretty good draw step. Please tell me I did not just hit that there. I set it to automatically yield to that trigger, so now it's going to let me do this. It's not what I wanted. Oh well. Alright, well, we're going to do the correct thing here after combat and equip it. I was dumb. I just misclicked. Alright. Cool. Lose a life, draw a card, hope you find Fatal Push. I mean, that's a line. Of course, I guess you could find Dark Salvation or Fatal Push here. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's hope we actually, let's just hope we draw, I don't know, 2 or 3 removal spells and Ensoul Artifact and something to put it on. We want to be able to remove their 2-drops. If that wasn't Mana Confluence against a super aggro deck, I'd keep this. This hand feels pretty solid. You can't duress my Apostle, so there's that. I should cast the Springleaf Drum first. It is technically correct. Not that I'm going to be honest, I feel like it matters a lot, but it is technically the correct way to do things. I feel like that's one of the things that I really like, that when I'm really trying to be better at Magic, I focus on those things and I do that. But when I'm just when I get kind of tired and I'm streaming, I stop doing things that way. I stop doing things the way I should be doing because I know it doesn't matter in my head, which is very incorrect. Attack for 4. It could end poorly, but it feels like we might be getting a little bit of revenge for last game, for last match when we played this person. I was like, play something good that I'll want to kill, please. Okay. 16. Okay. Yes. Get in for a bunch. You're at 4, opponent. You're at 4, opponent. We're doing it. Hopefully. Ha 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 ha. You can't duress my creature. Come on. Hit that concede button for me one time. Yay. Alright, thank God. Alright, well, we finished 2-3, which isn't great, but every single match we played went to game 3, which I think tells me that this deck is pretty solid. I really think it'd be worth trying a red splash in this deck. I don't know for sure. I know that the lands would be interesting. I don't know, like that. The white is really good. I just wonder if you'd be better off playing blue-red. Like just cutting the smith, the glitters, and the portable holes and just playing blue-red Ensoul artifact with the black staff of Waterdeep and like some other stuff like that. But it looked cool. I enjoyed the list. Let's see. Let's change this to 2 and 3. If you come by and hung out tonight, I really appreciate it. It was a short stream tonight, just kind of hanging out one league. And I think I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you guys later.